Hey, bookish friends! It's already time to film my TBR video for August, but first, I do have some new books that I've added, and two puzzles. We've been doing a lot of puzzles this summer because it's been so hot. We've had some relief this week, but it's gonna get hot again in a few days. So, I picked up some puzzles. I found this 500 piece. It says butterflies, but I actually think most of these are moths. But we are really enjoying 500 piece puzzles. I thought all the different kind of moths and butterflies would make it easy to put together. And this was $2 at a yard sale. And we like Brambly Hedge around here. And this one was also 500 pieces. And there's lots of little different sections to make it easy to put together. And it's just so cute. I think this is the picnic preparations puzzle. And it's just so fun. And I was able to order that from the same place that has curriculum. So that was fun. Also, this book, The Last Wayfinder, I bought because it is the book for the Indie Book Club, and I used it for Read Your Bookshelf Challenge because it does have a map in it. Also, look at that on the inside cover. So fun. And a couple of books I've been wanting were on sale during Prime Day. So I did get Howl's Moving Castle. It's so pretty. And I figure if I don't like this, I can give it to my friend who really likes Howl's Moving Castle. I like to go into these blind, but I will read the first sentence. In the land of Ingary, where such things as 7-league boots and cloaks of invisibility really exist, it is quite a misfortune to be born the eldest of 3. Oh, I can read the first sentence in The Last Wayfinder. I should finish it before this video actually goes up. That's the prologue. The flow of drift ice never sounded so much like cracking bones. And Firebreak by Kathy Tyers. There's 3 books that go together for Firebird, and then she's working on another 3-book series that goes together. And then there's 2 other books that she's already written that are like next generation, I think. And I don't know if that first sentence would be a spoiler for the first book, but we have Lady Firebird again. I'm looking forward to that. And then my husband needed to buy another car to be a backup vehicle for mail delivery because he's a mailman. And it just so happened to be right near one of my favorite bookstores. And he's like, why don't we go to the bookstore? And who am I to turn down going to a bookstore? I did find Caravan by Dorothy Gilman. She's the author who wrote the Mrs. Polifax series. And I think they had 3 of her not Mrs. Polifax books, and this was the only one that didn't have some sort of psychic or like that. So I want to try one of her non Mrs. Polifax books. Caressa, Lady Teal, widow of Sir Linton and friend to ambassadors and diplomats, has lived a long and distinguished life filled with secrets. She was born in America, the daughter of a couch dancer in Lasky's Carnival, where she grew up to be a skillful magician and an even more skillful pickpocket. Just before the outbreak of World War I, her ambitious mother sends her off to finishing school in Boston. One day, Caressa attempts to pick the pocket of Jacob Bowman. Jacob, catching her in the act, befriends and then marries her. An amateur anthropologist, he's planning a trip to North Africa to Ghadames at the edge of the Sahara Desert. Obligingly, Caressa packs her magic tricks and they sail off with no misgivings. It was Mum who kept trying to make a lady of me through all my growing up years, but it was Grams who taught me her magic tricks and how to be a pickpocket, and of the two of them, I have to say Grams' lessons certainly proved the more valuable to me in my life. Interesting. And then someone I follow on Facebook highly recommended this book called Homemaking, and so I went on AbeBooks and snatched up a copy. Don't let the title fool you. This is not just a book for women who keep home. Homemaking is an uncompromising vision statement for the domestic bliss and cultural dominion of the Christian family. This is chapter 1. Yes. The benediction that falls upon the homes of a country is like the gentle rain that descends among the hills. All right. I just realized I forgot a book that I need to definitely put on my TBR. So I will be back. The book for the Indie Book Club for August is Suspended in the Stars, and this is more than 400 pages. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I am reading War and Peace, and it's taken my friend and I 2.5 months to get halfway through. So between that and starting up homeschool in August, I'm not actually going to put much on my TBR. This one, it just has a circus in space. And I'm wondering if I can use this for the Jurassic reading challenge because it says air travel to space. I mean, space, does that count? I mean, it's a vacuum, so there's not actually air. But it's definitely not ground travel. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, I would also like to try to get a nonfiction on. So I will pick no more than 4. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Set in the current season, which is summer. I think actually Miss Bunkle's book. Yes. Okay. First sentence is, one fine summer's morning, the sun peeped over the hills and looked down upon the valley of Silverstream. And this is one of the last ones on my 2023 and 2026 list. Who knew one book could cause so much chaos? Barbara Bunkle is in a bind. Times are harsh, and Barbara's bank account has seen better days. Maybe she could sell a novel, if she knew any stories. Stumped for ideas, Barbara draws inspiration from her fellow residents of Silverstream, the little English village she knows inside and out. To her surprise, the novel's a smash. It's a good thing she wrote under a pseudonym because the folks of Silverstream are in an uproar. But what really turns Miss Bunkle's world around is this. What happens to the characters in her book starts happening to their real-life counterparts. Does life really imitate art? That's a good start. And this one. Oh, my 26 and 2026 list. Okay. I think I'm actually going to do Murder at the Spring Ball by Benedict Brown because I have that on Kindle and I already own it. And that will force me to get that one read. I think it's the first Lord Edgington book. And it's a murder mystery. And it's set, I think, in the past. So that's all I need to know. I like going into my books blind. I'm sorry if you want to know more about these books. But all right, that's 2. And why not? Oh, I already drew this. This one says on Goodreads the longest. This is the one I actually drew last month, so I'm gonna pick a different one. I'll just shuffle really quick. All right. Random letter equals the title's first letter. Okay. Just pull up my laptop real quick. Random letter generator. I'm gonna pick a different one because my husband has a ad blocker. All right. Let's generate a random letter. U. I do actually have one for you. And it's actually one I want to read because my friend wants to read it. This is Uckridge. Ever on the lookout for a quick buck, a solid gold fortune, or at least a plausible little scrounge, the irrepressible Uckridge gives con men a bad name. Looking like an animated blob of mustard in his bright yellow raincoat, he invests time, passion, and energy, but seldom actual cash, in a series of increasingly bizarre money-making schemes. Yes. Okay. This is after Love Among the Chickens. I don't know if this is 10 short stories or if it's 10 chapters. First one's called Uckridge's Dog College. Laddie, said Stanley Featherstoneoff Uckridge, that much enduring man, helping himself to my tobacco and slipping the pouch absently into his pocket. Listen to me, you son of Belial. Okay. I think those are all kind of on the short end. So I will do one more and hope it's a nonfiction or Suspended in the Stars. I might regret this. We shall see. Didn't get to last year. What has been on here since last year? That one has been. I don't know if I want to do. I don't think I want to do 4 British books in 1 month. I just realized. Unintentional theme there. I think that's another British book, isn't it? You know what? Maybe this one will be easy. I'm gonna do Password to Larkspur Lane. I've never actually read a Nancy Drew, and this one will probably be very quick to get through. Which number is this? This is number 10. If this were 2,000 years ago. All right. I think that's a nice little stack. I don't know that any of these have water in them. That's the prompt for the Read Your Bookshelf challenge. I don't know that any of the new ones do too. And I think for nonfiction, I want to read Footprints in the Ash by John Morris and Stephen Austin. This is about Mount St. Helens. And I'm wondering if it's going to have any information about like how water carved canyons or stuff like that, or if how it affected the weather, which could also be related to water. So I think that is a big enough stack for now. I hope I can get all of these read. So these plus Murder at the Spring Ball, and that would get 2 books off my 2016 2026 list. So I'm pretty happy with this. Well, let me know what you plan on reading in August. And until next time, happy reading.